Hey everyone, this is Lynette at Big Easy Books. I thought I'd come to you guys today a little bit more casual. I want to try and film a couple of videos all in a row, so I wanted to be as comfortable as possible. The first video today is going to be my Booktubeathon TBR. I never ended up doing any of the video challenges or updating you guys throughout the week, so I thought I'd go ahead and crank that out even if it is a little bit late. So this is going to be more discussed in my second video that I'm going to do today, but I realized I don't do TBRs. Like, I just can't stick to that. If I try to force it on myself, then I don't enjoy it at all. I hate it so much, and then I end up not reading as much as I would. So I think I'm just going to do away with that, and what made me realize that was my Booktubeathon TBR. So the first day, I decided to just start at the top of the list, book with the yellow on the cover. I read Winnie the Pooh by A.A. Milne. Of course, you know, it's Winnie the Pooh, it's a classic. I loved it, of course, because who doesn't? Seriously. But I think this first day was okay because I was still caught up in the excitement of it and all the Twitter sprints, and I had never done a readathon before, and I was so excited, so I got through this one pretty quickly. And it was a good kind of settling in, comforting kind of book. Well, so then I got to day 2. And I picked up The Prince and the Pauper by Mark Twain, which was supposed to be my, a book by your favorite author. So I did really end up loving this book. But I don't know if it was just like second day slump kind of thing, but I just couldn't plow through it like I had wanted to. Maybe that's because it's a classic, although I read classics more than I read other books, or at least I did before like 2 months ago, so that normally doesn't slow me down a lot. I think I just felt so pressured to read that it was too much, and to read this specific book. And it was too much for me. I couldn't do it. I did end up finishing it early on the third day, but it was a real struggle. Like, I don't even remember how many times I told my fiance I was just gonna quit Booktubeathon because I couldn't do it. So after this, I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna read what I want to read. I'm not gonna stick to the TBR. I'll try and do some more of the challenges, whatever, but I just need to pick different books. I don't even care if I read all 7 anymore. I can't do it. So I finished this one, and I'm going to talk more about my specific feelings about the books in my July wrap-up. So I'm not going to do that here, but so I finished this one early on the third day. And then with that realization about wanting to read what I wanted to read, I picked up Divergent. And this I had actually started before Booktubeathon started, but I had only gotten about a third of the way in, and I was just going to set it aside for the entire week and then just come back to it when Booktubeathon was over. Oh, sorry. I just kicked the camera. Awkward. So I was just going to set it aside and come back to it when Booktubeathon was over. But okay, I'm sure you guys are all like, yeah, duh. But this is a really good book. This is that kind of book that just like takes hold of you. You can't let it go. So I decided, you know what? Like I really want to read this. It's stupid that I'm not letting myself read it. So I'm just gonna read it. I finished it late Thursday night, early Friday morning. I stayed up, you know, through the wee hours of the morning to finish this book, and it was so good, and it really got me back in the mood to read more, and it really got me excited about Booktubeathon again. And then I ended up watching the movie for this one with my fiance in order to fulfill like the book to movie adaptation challenge or whatever. My fiance really loved the movie, so I think he might actually read this soon, maybe. Who knows? He gets a little wishy-washy about what he wants to read. But anyway, so after this, after I kind of accepted that I wasn't going to stick to the TBR, I was just going to read what I wanted to read. Then on Friday, I decided to pick up the first book in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series. I remember my brother reading these when he was, in like, maybe it was like 6th grade or something. I don't remember. But he's 16 now, so it's been a while. And I remember he loved them. He thought they were so funny. And I work at a bookstore, and all the kids who come in there love this book. Love these books. They think they're great. And so many parents have told me that these books have really gotten their kid to read. And so I think that that's something really special. And so I decided to pick it up kind of on a whim and read it. And seriously, guys, this book is so funny. Like, I know I'm a 22-year-old grown woman, but this book is so funny. I mean, seriously, I felt like I could have been reading my little brother's diary. Like, it was fantastic. And I read it in, like, I don't know, not even like 4 hours. I mean, seriously, I just plowed through this one. It was so good. Just so good. So after that, I just realized I don't have the book next to me because it's over there where I was reading. But after that, I decided to pick up Me Before You, because Peter over at Peter Likes Books was reading it and said it was really good, and so I decided to pick that one up as well because it's gotten a lot of traction lately. And the movie just came out, and so I decided I wanted to go ahead and read that. And, I mean, like you guys know, I don't really shy away from controversial books. My favorite book is Gone with the Wind. So, I decided that that would be a fun kind of thing to end the week with. I'm a little more than halfway through now. I'll probably finish it today. So, all in all, I read about 4 total books during Booktubeathon. And what that made me realize is 4 books in a week, and I didn't even really, I still had a normal life too. It's not like I was just confined to my chair reading. I went to work. I still watched about a whole season of Bones in that week, because that's what I'm watching right now on Netflix. And I still had a normal life. I still went out with friends. I still did stuff. And so if I can still have a normal life and read 4 books in a week, why wasn't I doing that before? I mean, granted, 3 out of the 4 are pretty small, but even if I still read like, let's see, like this much of Divergent. And, even if I could get through like 2 bigger books like that in a week, that is so much more than I was reading. So I just keep thinking back to when I would complain and groan about how I didn't have enough time to read, and I wish I could read more like some other people in BookTube. I do have that time. I just wasn't prioritizing it as I should have been, or could have been. If I was okay with reading 4 books a month, which is about my average, then that would be fine or whatever, but I wanted to be reading more, so why wasn't I just doing it? I think the great thing about Booktubeathon was that it made me realize how much I could be doing and still have a normal life, see friends, watch Bones, whatever. So I think going forward, that's the lesson that I'm going to take from it. I read 4 books in a week. That is awesome. It would have been more awesome if I had gotten to 7, but this was hardly a struggle for me, except for, just being able to accept to change the TBR. Other than that, the actual reading part was not a struggle. And so I think I just need to accept that, it's me. I need to make reading a priority in my life if I want to be reading the 8 to 10 books that other booktubers read in a month. So I really enjoyed Booktubeathon. I thought it was great. I thought all the Twitter sprints were awesome. I didn't get to do as much of them as I really wanted because I had to work and stuff, but I think I'm going to try and do some more readathons coming up. I've been looking at the Duodecathon. I know it's already like, 7 months into the year, but there are 2 of them in August. And so I think I'm just going to like jump on midway through and try and complete at least half of the challenges for those. So I think that'll be really fun. So you can look forward to those in August. I'm sure I'll talk more about that in my video at the beginning of August. But so I think I'm really excited, and I want to get more into BookTube. It also really made me feel more a part of the community. I was like tweeting other booktubers, they were tweeting me back. It was so much fun, and so I think this was a really good experience for me, just all around. Anyway, so I think that's all the rambly bits I have for right now, at least in this video concerning Booktubeathon. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys check out the other videos that'll be coming up. I don't know if they'll come up the same day as this one, or if I'll have to spread them out throughout the week, whatever. But I will be filming those in just a minute. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments what you think about anything I just said. I know it was a little bit rambly, whatever. Let me know how you guys did in Booktubeathon. Whether you really liked it or maybe didn't. I can't imagine that anyone didn't like Booktubeathon, but you never know. So, yeah, just let me know what you guys think about everything, anything. Tweet me, get me in the comments. I think I need to stop before I just ramble off into nowhere. Okay, well, I'll see you guys later. Bye.